Now, you've been outspoken about this border crisis, and recently you sent assistance to Greg Abbott, governor of Texas. He needed help in trying to manage that border crisis, and you sent the National Guard down from South Dakota to be a help to him. Give me your take on that.
Well, we were the first state in the country to send National Guard to the southern border to help out 2 years ago. And since then, now we just deployed another group of soldiers that went down and helped out and have just returned back to South Dakota. I think it's devastating what's happening at our southern border. This is on purpose. President Biden is trying to destroy our country by allowing this type of an invasion to happen. And when Greg Abbott asked for help 2 years ago, South Dakota was the first state to respond. We recognize that if we aren't a country of laws, then we stand for nothing, that we are dealing with the effects of this illegal immigration, the effects of drugs and human trafficking. Here in South Dakota, I have the cartel now set up on my Native American tribes and reservations. We're dealing with this violence every single day, and it's a part of not just South Dakota's security, but also our national security, that we deal with this and that we do it aggressively. So I appreciate governors across the country stepping up. But overwhelmingly, even every one of my soldiers that was down there says, listen, the only fix to this comes out of the White House. We can do what we can do, but until we have rules of engagement that actually turn people around and prevent them from coming into this country, it's not going to be as effective as the president deciding he actually loves this country and wants to shut down that border.
You're absolutely right. I see that today residents in Chicago filed a lawsuit because the immigrants have overflooded Chicago so much that they feel like the residents are being disenfranchised now. Listen, I said it over a year ago. I was public about it. I don't know if you heard it or not, but I've never been bashful about saying from the very beginning when President Trump announced that he was going to run again, I put my thinking cap on to ask myself who I thought would be a great potential vice presidential running mate, and your name kept coming up. And so I'm not trying to put you on the spot right now, but is there something you would at least consider if it was brought to you, being President Trump's running mate for vice president?
Well, he's never talked to me about it. We've never had that conversation. I know that he has, and many people have suggested quite a few different people. So, but I think every single American, if they were asked, they need to consider it because we are quickly seeing a denigration of our country in a way that we've never seen before. This is unprecedented times, and if someone can step up and make some tough decisions that are necessary to put us back on track to not just secure our border, but to make strong national security policy that actually brings peace throughout the world because of a strong United States, and then continue to protect citizens, make sure they have economic freedom, make sure we put them first instead of other agendas that may come in for power. I think that every American that cares about those things needs to consider doing more than they've ever done before. So I appreciate all your kindness and support. I am incredibly focused here in South Dakota, but I'll do all I can to protect this country.